Chosen one, the moment you stepped into alignment with who you were truly created to be, something shifted in the spiritual and natural world. The atmosphere around you began to recognize the authority you carry, and whether people admit it or not, they feel it. This spotlight isn't one you asked for, and it isn't one you manufactured by your own strength. It is the divine hand of God that has elevated you, positioned you, and placed His light upon your life. And because of this, those who once overlooked you, dismissed you, or doubted you now cannot deny you. They see it, they feel it, and it terrifies them because it proves that your life was never in their control. It was always in God's. Before we go deeper, stay with this message until the end. As you listen, let your heart connect with the words. And when you are finished, write your warmest wishes and type 144 in the comments. Together, this will send a ripple of divine energy across the universe, magnifying the power of what you are stepping into and aligning your wishes with the reality that is already forming for you. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Now, chosen one, understand this. Not everyone will celebrate your elevation. In fact, the spotlight on your life exposes the shadows in others. It exposes their jealousy, their insecurity, and their hidden intentions. Many people were comfortable when you were silent, hidden, or doubting yourself. They were at ease when your gifts were dormant, when your confidence was shaken, and when you were walking through the wilderness. But now, when the light of God shines on you, their comfort is disrupted. They cannot pretend not to see you anymore. They cannot bury the reality of your calling. And this fury, this resentment, has nothing to do with you doing something wrong. It has everything to do with you doing exactly what God designed you to do. The spotlight on you is not random. It is not accidental. It was prepared for this very time. Think of how many seasons you endured where you felt invisible, overlooked, or forgotten. Those were the times of preparation where your roots were being planted deep in unseen places. Now, what was hidden is revealed. What was quiet is amplified. You have gone from silence to sound, from shadows to light, from waiting to walking. This is your season of visibility, and the divine spotlight makes sure that no one can deny what God has placed upon you. And yes, with this spotlight comes pressure. With this spotlight comes attention, both good and bad. But do not fear it, for the same God who placed you here has equipped you to carry it. You are not shining by your own strength. You are glowing because of His fire within you. And no matter how furious they become, they cannot extinguish a flame they did not ignite. Chosen one, the fury you feel around you is not random. It is a reaction to the spotlight that has been placed upon you. But understand this, fury is simply proof of favor. If there was no spotlight, there would be no reason for people to be unsettled. The envy, the whispers, the side glances, they are not signs of your weakness. They are confirmations of your power. Those who rage at your elevation are revealing their own hidden chains, the ones that kept them from rising. Your light exposes where they have refused to grow, and instead of addressing their shadows, they direct their anger toward you. But here is what you must remember. Your focus cannot be on their fury. It must remain on your assignment. The spotlight is not a decoration, it is a tool. It is meant to guide others to the source of the light. Some will be inspired by your courage, others will learn from your journey, and yes, some will try to discredit what they cannot understand. Yet none of this changes the fact that the spotlight is a calling, not a curse. To carry it means you must rise above petty conflicts, rise above the temptation to prove yourself, and rise above the desire to answer every critic. Not every voice that speaks about you deserves your response. Not every attack requires your defense. Think about this. The fury of others is loud, but short-lived. It burns quickly because it has no roots in truth. But the spotlight on your life, that is eternal because it was placed by the one who does not change. What is rooted in divine purpose cannot be shaken by human opinion. And so, when the murmurs increase, when the resistance builds, when the atmosphere feels heavy with tension, remind yourself that it is only because your presence is undeniable. The same fire that refined you is now blazing so brightly that it unsettles those still hiding in darkness. Do not let this distract you. Do not let it pull you back into old battles that you have already won. Instead, see it as confirmation that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Chosen one, when God puts you in the spotlight, He equips you to handle the pressure. He strengthens your shoulders to carry the weight, and He sharpens your discernment so that you can navigate the voices around you. The spotlight reveals you, but it also reveals them. Who is for you, who is against you, and who was only pretending to support you. This is not a punishment. It is a gift of clarity. So stand tall. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. Do not dim your light to ease their insecurities. You were called to shine, and in shining, you show others what is possible. The fury may grow, but so will your influence, your reach, and your impact. And with every step forward, the spotlight will follow you, not because you chased it, but because it was destined for you. Chosen one, when the spotlight falls on you, it is not just to highlight your presence, it is to expose the truth around you. This is why, in this season, you will notice a great separation taking place. Those who once celebrated you may suddenly distance themselves, while others you never expected will step into your path with genuine support. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. The light reveals not only who you are becoming, but also who truly belongs with you in the journey ahead. Do not mourn the ones who leave, for they were never assigned to your next chapter. The spotlight is a test, and not everyone can stand in it with you. Some will flee because the brightness exposes their hidden envy. Others will retreat because they were only drawn to your struggle, not your success. And then there are those whose masks will fall, showing you that their applause was never sincere. This clarity may sting at first, but it is also freedom. God is ensuring that when you rise higher, you are not weighed down by false alliances. At the same time, destiny helpers are being drawn to you. These are not ordinary connections. They are divinely appointed people who see your light not as a threat, but as a beacon. They recognize your purpose because it resonates with their own. They don't come to compete. They come to collaborate, to strengthen, and to build. This is how you know the difference. Those sent by God will not drain your energy. They will multiply it. They will not silence your light. They will protect it. They will not envy your spotlight. They will stand with you in it. Understand this. Elevation is never a solo journey, even if it begins in solitude. The spotlight attracts both the counterfeit and the authentic, but your discernment will tell you who is who. Listen carefully, watch closely, and trust the pull of your spirit, for in this season, the right people are being positioned around you to carry you into greater dimensions. The fury of some is simply the backdrop, the noise that tries to distract from the miracle of alignment happening in real time. Chosen one, the spotlight is your filter. It is refining your circle, sharpening your awareness, and positioning you for connections that will shift not only your destiny, but also the lives of those connected to you. The spotlight is not just about you being seen, it is about the right people seeing you and the wrong people revealing themselves. That is the beauty of divine exposure. Chosen one, the spotlight is not only exposure, it is preparation. This season is not simply about being seen, it is about being shaped for the influence that comes with being seen. Attention is weight, and if it is not carried with wisdom, it can crush instead of elevate. That is why God has allowed you to endure silence, rejection, and hidden seasons. Those moments were not punishment, they were training. Now that the spotlight is on you, you are prepared to handle it with grace. Influence is not about noise, it is about impact. Many can gather attention, but few can sustain it with integrity. This is what sets you apart, your process. Others may try to skip the fire and rush to the stage, but without refinement, the light will expose their cracks. You, however, carry depth. You carry weight. You carry the maturity that only comes from walking through storms and choosing faith over fear. That is why your presence changes rooms, why your words shift atmospheres, and why your decisions now carry divine backing. But with this influence comes responsibility. Every platform is a test of stewardship. How you use your voice, how you handle honor, and how you respond to opposition will define the legacy you leave. This is not a time to be careless with your actions or reckless with your words. It is a time to stand anchored, rooted in purpose, unmoved by distractions. The fury of others is loud, but their noise cannot touch the stability God has built within you. You must now live not just as one who has survived trials, but as one who leads others out of theirs. Your influence will expand beyond what you can see. The spotlight is a seed, but what it produces will multiply across spaces, places, and even generations. The ones watching you today may be strangers, but tomorrow they will carry testimonies of how your light stirred theirs awake. This is the ripple effect of divine recognition. It does not stop with you. It begins with you. And so, in this moment, you are being entrusted with more than attention. You are being entrusted with assignment. The spotlight is God's way of saying, you are ready, not because you are perfect, but because you are prepared. Every eye on you is not just looking, they are learning. Every word you speak is not just sound, it is seed. Every step you take is not just movement, it is guidance for those who follow. Chosen one, the spotlight does more than simply reveal you. It reshapes the atmosphere around you. When God shines a light on your life, it not only illuminates your presence, but it also exposes hidden forces that once thrived in the dark. People, environments, and even opportunities that were once concealed begin to show their true colors. The spotlight forces masks to fall, intentions to be revealed, and energies to be discerned. This is why you may notice sudden shifts in how people treat you, some drawing closer, others pulling away. The light makes it impossible to remain hidden in pretense. This exposure is not a threat to you, it is protection for you. God is making sure that the ones who walk with you in this season are those who can handle your elevation. The spotlight doesn't just reveal you, it reveals them. Those who cheer genuinely will shine brighter, and those who pretend will be shaken by the glare. Do not mourn the losses, for every exit is orchestrated for your safety. The higher the light shines, the more weight your assignment carries, and only those with the right hearts can remain close to it. And yet, beyond people, the spotlight also rearranges circumstances. Closed doors that once intimidated you are now forced to unlock. Delays that lingered for years are now collapsing in the presence of your rise. This is what happens when divine attention marks your path. It activates acceleration. Suddenly, what took others decades can be accomplished in your life in moments. Favor, resources, and recognition begin aligning themselves with your journey, not because of coincidence, but because God's timing has finally collided with your readiness. Understand this: the fury you feel from others is proof that the shift has begun. Environments that once tolerated your presence now struggle to contain the frequency you carry. What is happening is not rejection, it is redirection. The spotlight has placed you in a realm where you are no longer asking for space, you are commanding it. And with that comes resistance, but also undeniable authority. So do not shrink when opposition arises. Do not doubt when people reveal their hidden jealousy. Do not fear when rooms seem unsettled by your presence. This is the natural effect of the divine spotlight. It disrupts, it exposes, and it transforms. You are not here to blend in, you are here to shift atmospheres. Stand firm, chosen one, because every disruption is proof that alignment is happening, not against you, but for you. Chosen one. When the spotlight of God rests on you, it is not just for a moment of recognition. It is for a lasting establishment. This season is not about fleeting applause or temporary validation. It is about cementing your influence in a way that cannot be shaken by storms, opinions, or opposition. The light that now surrounds you is not fragile. It is eternal. It has been prepared long before you arrived, waiting for the moment your growth, maturity, and obedience aligned with the divine timing of heaven. This spotlight does not simply make you visible, it sets you as a reference point. People will begin to look to you not out of curiosity alone, but out of necessity. The authority you now carry will cause you to become a voice in rooms you never even entered before, a standard in spaces that once ignored your presence. You are not just standing in the light. You are becoming a vessel through which the light itself flows, and in that, your legacy is being written. But with legacy comes weight. The spotlight may feel heavy at times, pressing against you like an unseen force. This weight is not punishment, but proof that your platform is no longer personal. It is generational. What you establish now will ripple far beyond your immediate life. Your obedience to hold your ground, to remain faithful under the scrutiny of those who envy you, will lay foundations for others who come after you. You are not carrying only your destiny, you are carrying a lineage of breakthrough. And know this: no fury, no jealousy, no attempt of sabotage can extinguish the light God has placed upon you. For what God has spotlighted, no man can dim. They may attempt to distort your image, twist your words, or tarnish your reputation, but the glow of divine recognition cannot be erased. You are not illuminated by human hands. You are illuminated by the one who designed your path. That means your establishment is secure, your influence unshakable, and your destiny untouchable. Chosen one, stand tall in this season. The fury you see around you is simply confirmation that the light is too strong to be ignored. The whispers, the jealousy, the resistance, they are echoes of fear from those who realize they can no longer contain you. But do not be distracted. Keep your focus on the purpose of the light, not the noise it stirs. For the more they try to fight it, the brighter it will shine. This spotlight is not just for you to stand in. It is for you to carry forward. It is a call to walk boldly into influence, to lead without fear, and to let the radiance of your journey inspire those who are still finding their own. This is not the end of your preparation. It is the beginning of your establishment. Chosen one, the spotlight upon you is not just a mark of recognition, it is a gateway. When God places His light over your life, doors that were once locked begin to open. Opportunities that seemed unreachable suddenly find their way into your path. You don't have to chase what belongs to you, because the divine light is already attracting it. What you could not achieve by human effort is now aligning with supernatural orchestration. This is the beauty of divine visibility. It not only reveals you, but also connects you. People who once overlooked you will now search for you. Voices that once silenced you will now be forced to acknowledge you. This is not because you have changed your essence, but because God has changed your placement. You are no longer hidden in the shadows of obscurity. You have been brought into a season where your presence cannot be ignored. The spotlight has shifted, and you stand in the center of divine stage, where heaven itself is announcing your arrival. But in this elevation comes a responsibility to remain rooted in humility, discernment, and purpose. The spotlight can draw those who genuinely seek your light, but it can also attract those who wish to dim it. Not everyone who claps for you is celebrating you. Some clap to disguise their envy. That is why discernment is crucial. Learn to distinguish between those sent to walk with you and those who came to weigh you down. Learn to recognize when God is opening a door and when the enemy is setting a trap. This divine visibility is not to inflate your ego, but to amplify your mission. You are being seen not for vanity, but for influence. You are being recognized not for applause, but for impact. God's spotlight does not shine on you merely for you to stand tall. It shines on you so that others may see their way through your journey. Your elevation is meant to inspire, to instruct, and to shift atmospheres wherever you go. Chosen one, understand this. The more the light shines on you, the more impossible it becomes for you to play small. You cannot hide in this season, because hiding would be disobedience. The spotlight is not about your comfort. It is about your calling. This light will demand that you step boldly, speak wisely, and live intentionally. It will demand that you no longer shrink to fit old spaces, but expand into the divine dimensions prepared for you. So walk with confidence. Move with clarity. Carry the awareness that every step you take under this spotlight is divinely recorded, divinely magnified, and divinely protected. The stage is not yours by accident. It is yours by assignment. Chosen one, when the spotlight of God shines on you, it doesn't just highlight your destiny, it also exposes what has been lurking in the shadows. The same light that reveals your greatness also forces hidden enemies into plain sight. Those who once disguised themselves as friends, supporters, or silent observers will no longer be able to hide their true intentions. Light uncovers, and when the divine spotlight is upon you, nothing in your orbit can remain concealed. This is why you may begin to notice strange reactions from people. Some will grow distant, uneasy, or even aggressive, not because you wronged them, but because your light revealed them. The truth is, your elevation threatens their comfort. They are furious because God's choice over your life cannot be denied, and the spotlight makes it undeniable. They cannot ignore what heaven has confirmed. But understand this: exposure is not punishment for you, it is protection. God is clearing your atmosphere, removing counterfeit alignments, and making sure you are surrounded only by what serves your mission. Every hidden agenda must come to the surface, every silent enemy must show their hand, and every disguised distraction must step into the open. This is not for you to fear. It is for you to discern and move accordingly. The spotlight doesn't just attract, it also divides. It separates genuine supporters from opportunists, truth-tellers from manipulators, builders from destroyers. And this is necessary, because where God is taking you, you cannot afford dead weight. You cannot carry those who pretend to clap for you while secretly hoping for your downfall. You cannot allow yourself to be surrounded by energy that competes with your calling. Chosen one, this divine exposure may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is part of your preparation. As the light intensifies, your discernment must sharpen. The stronger the spotlight, the clearer you will see who is for you and who was simply using you. This clarity is a gift, even if it costs you relationships. For God would rather you walk with a few who are loyal than with many who are false. So do not be dismayed when people fall away. Do not be surprised when masks slip off. It is all part of the divine reordering that ensures your journey is not compromised. The spotlight is revealing, yes, but it is also refining. Chosen one, while the spotlight reveals what must fall away, it also draws toward you what must align. This light does not just expose enemies, it attracts divine connections. People who are meant to walk with you in this next chapter will begin to appear, almost as if pulled by an unseen force. They are not drawn to your status, your material possessions, or your outward accomplishments. They are drawn to the frequency you carry, the energy of someone who has been touched, tested, and chosen by God. You will notice that the right people will come with no hidden agenda. They will not approach you to take, but to build. They will not compete with your light, but complement it. These are kingdom alignments, orchestrated by heaven itself. And unlike those who are furious about your spotlight, these individuals will celebrate it because they are secure in their own calling and understand that your rise does not diminish theirs. Do not underestimate the importance of these connections. For while God is elevating you, He is also positioning others whose paths must cross with yours for a divine purpose. Some will come as mentors to guide you further. Some will come as allies to walk alongside you. Some will come as those you are meant to pour into, shaping their journey with the wisdom you've gained. Each connection will carry divine timing and divine intention. Chosen one, this is why discernment is critical in this season. Just as you must be aware of those who are revealed as counterfeit, you must also recognize those who are truly sent. The right people will feel like confirmation, not confusion. They will bring peace, not chaos. They will encourage your mission, not drain it. And when you encounter them, you will sense that their presence is not coincidence, it is alignment. Understand this: your spotlight is not just about recognition, it is about assignment. God is not simply making you visible for applause, He is making you visible so that the right alliances can find you. You do not have to chase them. You do not have to beg them. The light will guide them to you, because what belongs to your destiny cannot miss you. And as these connections form, you will realize that you are not standing in the spotlight alone. The spotlight may be on you, but it shines in a way that creates pathways for others. Your obedience and elevation open doors for those around you, drawing together a circle of divine partnerships that will strengthen you for the greater work ahead. Chosen one, as the spotlight intensifies, you will also notice how doors that were once sealed shut will begin to swing open. Opportunities that seemed impossible will suddenly appear within reach, not because you forced them, but because your light activated them. There are places you could not enter before, conversations you were excluded from, and tables where your presence was never considered. But now, the very light that makes some furious is the same light that is unlocking access to what has always been reserved for you. This is the season where your name will be mentioned in rooms you have never stepped into. People will speak of your gifts, your presence, your impact, not out of pity, but out of recognition. The work you have done in silence, the obedience you gave in hidden seasons, the sacrifices no one applauded. They are now speaking louder than words. It is not luck, it is divine timing. Your preparation has finally collided with your visibility, and this collision births opportunities. Do not underestimate how strategic this is. God does not waste exposure. If the light is on you now, it is because there are assignments connected to your rise. Contracts, partnerships, positions, platforms, they are all aligning because the spotlight makes it impossible to ignore what heaven has endorsed. Even those who do not favor you will be forced to acknowledge what rests on you. But chosen one, with every new opportunity comes the need for wisdom. Not every open door is your door. Some doors may glitter, but lead to distraction. Others may look small, but hold the key to greater impact. This is why discernment must walk hand in hand with opportunity. Let your spirit guide you, not your ego. Choose substance over applause. Choose alignment over convenience. Choose longevity over instant gratification. The truth is, this spotlight season is not just about you being seen. It is about you being positioned. Positioned to influence, to shift, to plant seeds that will bear fruit for years to come. Each opportunity that is truly yours will not only elevate you, but also serve others. That is how you will know it is divine. It will not just bless you, it will bless many. And while people rage at your visibility, while some grumble at your favor, remember that the very anger of your enemies is proof that you are stepping into places they could never imagine for you. Their fury is confirmation of your transition. You are not only walking through doors, you are being established in a realm where no one can deny your place anymore. Chosen one, with greater light comes greater weight. The spotlight not only illuminates your gifts, but also magnifies expectations. The world sees the shine, but few understand the pressure behind it. When God places you in front of many, it is not only a stage of honor, it is also a test of resilience. You are not just celebrated, you are observed. Every word you speak, every move you make, every step you take will carry more significance now. This is where strength of character becomes more important than charm. Understand this. Pressure is not meant to break you, but to refine you. Just as gold shines brighter when pressed through fire, your resilience will shape how far you can sustain the opportunities presented to you. Many people are handed moments of exposure, but not everyone survives the weight of them. Some collapse under expectations, others are distracted by applause, and many lose themselves to pride. But you, chosen one, have been built differently. You were not prepared in public. You were refined in private. And it is that hidden training that makes you strong enough to stand now. Do not allow the noise to destabilize you. The cheers can be as dangerous as the criticism. Some will shout your name today and forget it tomorrow. Some will admire you only until they envy you. Some will offer support, but secretly hope you fail. This is why discernment is crucial. Do not build your foundation on voices. Build it on the inner stillness God has placed within you. The light shines on you, but your strength must come from above, not from around. And when the echoes of those voices fade, you will still stand, unshaken, steady, and anchored in the truth that your foundation is not built on shifting sands, but on the eternal strength that no applause and no attack can take away.